images, the people,
It's scary.
We haven't seen anyone.
It's about helping people.
the enormity.
Overwhelmed. It's bad out here.
Stay in your house.
They help us remember Snowvember, but looking back, the numbers also help tell the story. The most significant, 14. That's how many people lost their lives as a result of the storm.
Deaths that have been confirmed.
Most happened during cleanup, although some victims got trapped in their vehicles. The number 48 helps explain why it happened. 48 degrees was the lake temperature as the storm moved in. And here's what it looked like. Our next number, 3.8 million, as in YouTube hits for this incredible time-lapse video. The lake effect band was narrow but powerful.
I'd say 6 inches an hour.
88 inches in Cowsville was the highest official snowfall total. Compare that to just 1.7 inches in Alfred. We knew the storm was coming. 56 hours ahead of time, the National Weather Service issued its first alert, a lake effect watch. It soon became a warning. In Erie County, 198 miles of county and state roads were impassable and closed, plus the expressways, the 400, 219, and parts of the 90, 190, and 290. Erie County reports dealing with around 2,500 abandoned vehicles.
My truck's stuck in the middle of the street. I don't know when I'm going to get out.
The cost piled up as quickly as the snow. In Erie County alone, workers clocked in nearly 22,000 hours of overtime. Add that up and it's a lot of money, nearly $800,000. When you add up Erie County plus the cities, towns, villages, and schools, the total cost hit a staggering $31 million. Luckily, that hit the FEMA threshold for reimbursement.
This is certainly the most expensive storm that I've had to deal with as county executive.
It was taxing on emergency workers. The town of Hamburg alone reported 8,058 emergency calls.
Right.
To help with rescues, snow removal, and flood preparations, 5,000 people from all across the state and beyond came here to help.
Ralph Wilson Stadium.
Even the Buffalo Bills had to move their home game that following Sunday.
There's never a silver lining when you're not playing a game at home.
56,044 people watched in person at Ford Field as the Bills hosted the Jets in Detroit. And one of the most lasting images of the storm explained in the number 8. That's how many months it took for everything to melt away at Buffalo Central Terminal, the dumping ground for much of the snow that paralyzed parts of western New York.
So the numbers tell us just how devastating that storm was for parts of western New York. We're here in Albany now because in the days after the storm, the governor's office and others said they would do what's called an after-action report. Sit down and find out what worked, what didn't work, what lessons can we learn. So what does that after-action report say, and does it even exist?
Well, there have been a lot of after-action meetings. At this point, I don't know if there's a written document.
The search brought us here to the state capitol. We'll have those answers and tell you what it means for this winter. That's coming up in our special report tomorrow night at 6. In Albany, Michael Wooten, Channel 2 News.